Let us discuss your failures.
Alright, this VOD is for LayeredCake. And he's a silver Moira. So, this was, I just found it on Reddit and he asked if someone could do a VOD review, so I decided I could do it. Mostly it's the platinum type, not platinum, sorry, a bronze game though. So he initially chooses, well not initially, I mean he chooses Moira here, like, so choose Moira.
Science will reveal
But seeing this, and if I'm thinking I'm going to be the only healer here, you're going to have a hard time healing. Oh, well, when you have the Farah, yeah. So, like, if I saw this, I would have gone Mercy. He switches to Zen, so it's not a big deal, but in your thought process, Mercy, you know, can fly up to heal the Farah, damage boost. You know, Diva's going to be flying around. Mercy probably would be the better pick. Just something to think about. You know, we're not going to really focus too much because he switches to Zen when he realizes
it's gonna be tough.
Science will reveal the
Do
truth.
my
So, yeah.
best.
Zen, you know, Moira's not bad.
Attack.
So you don't have to worry about a Farah, and Zen can put discord on people that are not going to really be with you. So, in this kind of comp, you're basically going to be focusing on your Bastion and your Rein. You just want to be healing those people. Because they're probably going to be grouped together. Your Diva will come back, or she should come back to get healed. You know, like lower level, probably not, but you want to enable these two people. Especially on the lower level, you can't really do like a huge like team-based synergy. It's just because people are not going to do it, and you can't force anyone to do it. So you want to like really think, what does my character help? What character does my character help? And as Moira, you help ground-based tanks and like a Bastion who's going to be very still, and you just have to hold heal on them and let them do a bunch of damage.
Group up. Thank you, my friend.
Hello there.
So they're being super aggressive.
That's too much the ball.
Don't
They have their own bastion. They have their own bastion.
you don't want to like go past your Rein shield. I mean, you're a healer, so just focus on healing, especially at this when they're being this aggressive. There's going to be damage immediately that you're going to need to be taken care of. You're the main healer, so you're the primary source of all these people's healing.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Let's go. Let's go.
This will heal you.
Oh, that bastion tore me apart.
I don't know where your Rein went, but that's definitely where I'm thinking the whole time here. Is like, where's my Rein? Because like you said, the Bastion tore you apart. Like there's a bunch of damage coming in, and you have very low health. Like you really do not want to be out in the open like this.
Oh, that bastion tore me apart.
It's okay to fall back and stuff like that. You don't need to keep pushing forward all the time. If you need to like regroup with your team, regroup with them.
That changes my thinking.
Check it out.
Touch from afar.
Like you saw that your Diva was super low here. Like you see this ton of damage. Like you don't need damage right now. Like you have a Bastion, a Widowmaker that's gonna one shot. Like the damage orb is not really what you need here. You definitely want the healing orb because there's many reasons why a healing orb is better than a damage orb. Not that you never want to use a damage orb, but one thing is it gives you more ult charge. It heals 300 health while a damage orb only deals 250 damage. And also it saves on healing resource. So doing the damage doesn't replenish your healing resource, but if you heal with a healing orb, it's less healing resource you have to use with your healing resource. So it's definitely something to think about, especially when you're this close to your ult, that you don't really need to do the damage. You'll just get it completely by healing up this diva. And then, like, yeah, you also don't want her demeched. Like, a demeched diva is basically a kill, and then you have to wait for her to get it back.
Touch from afar.
Let's see. Then you have to hold. You have to hold down because you didn't use the orb. And you had to hold and look how much resource you had to eat up to make sure that she didn't get demeched. So then again, you're just frontlining. Like, there's an Ashe here. She just can, like, 2-tap you. There was a Doomfist that ran away, but you don't want to frontline as Moira. Let your tanks, you're not a tank. You're 200 health squishy. That's, if you die, your team loses all their healing. Like, your Ryan should be coming back soon. Or he's just standing in spawn. But still, let the diva be the tank.
I require assistance.
Just payload.
Thank you. I need healing.
Where are you? Where are you?
No one can hide
Oh.
from my sight.
Victim Karula.
Alright, you got Bastion on top.
Shohei Mahol.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Resource.
Ebbs. This will improve your condition. This is my will.
Meteor strike!
Where are you going? So you start backing up as soon as you hear a meteor strike. You have fade, so you can just go towards your tanks. Like, there's people that are getting low, and like, you're basically taking yourself out of the fight.
Get into position.
You can, if he does target you, you have fade to get out of it. So, you don't really need to be afraid of meteor strike. And yeah, like, it was obvious. Well, I wouldn't think it was obvious, but like, he was going. Now it's obvious that he was going for the Bastion. So you basically just took yourself out of the fight, and people died because of it. I mean, Bastion was gonna die, but nothing you could do. Your Ryan really wants some help. I mean, he went too far too, but he was in here, like at the front here, also critical health. I don't know how he's surviving so long.
Experience tranquility.
Surrender to my will.
Someone's dead. Bastion's down. Nice.
Not really the most ideal use. So like, just a tip: Moira ult, does like tick damage. So against armor, it's really bad. And so you really want to use it for like either to heal people up or to against squishies that are low health. The only reason why it works is if you have that ult.
Let's go.
I'm restoring.
Watch your back, Diva. Go.
Allow me to repair the damage.
And another thing, you really want to aim your orbs. So like,
I'm restoring.
right here, I thought you were gonna like
Watch your
use an orb to bounce it off this wall, which would have been great because it just goes slowly to that wall, healing the diva, and then bounces back, healing the diva again.
back, Diva.
You literally turn and throw it this way, and now let's watch this orb.
Allow me to repair the damage.
It just kind of bouncing back, but like, you're lucky that the bounce came that way. There's no way you planned that. It looked like it was going to just fade off into here. So you always want to look for a wall that's going to make sure it bounces back at you, or bounces back to the target you want. But then like you are in chat, so you can like target focus and be like, mercy. Just something like that to get everyone to like focus on it. Even if it's just one more person shooting at a target, it dies that much faster. So I know like in silver and bronze, people are not going to do it. You know, it's not going to be the entire team, but if you can get one person to do it, that's more damage going at a specific target. That's a waste of the orb. I guess you're a little too much damage focused instead of healing, because you are the main healer, and it hasn't been too bad, but a couple of damage orbs, and then like just you really focus on it without and like ignore your critical health.
Better return point, that's it. Nice.
This is my will.
But like just little things like that you can improve.
Better
So this is
return
watch
point,
this.
that's
I don't mind using the damage orb here because the fight's over. You won this, but you know she's gonna fly in. Like her direction is gonna be this way, towards the point, and you throw the orb that way, away from the point, so that it does very little damage. Instead, you could have just thrown it right here, and it would have gone this way and then back at the point. So it would have maximized the amount of damage it could have done. And again, it's not.
I got two hits on the left.
Meteor strike.
We'll watch that again.
I got two hits on the left.
Meteor strike.
And so let's do that. But see, this is a little too aggressive. For some reason, he decides to turn this way when looking at you. Like, you're lucky you don't die here. So you escape
I
well,
got two hits on the left.
Meteor strike.
but then you come back, and he's looking at you like, you're dead. You're dead. Like in any other, like gold, you're dead. Here, he just charges up and doesn't look away. He charges up and hits you in the face. So when you fade like that from a Doomfist ult, they almost always punch afterwards. So you wanted to like fade to a corner or something where you could peek and do damage to him, but like have a corner that if you see him aiming to punch at you, you just hide behind that corner. Like, I don't know why he goes for the big health diva instead of the squishy Moira, but you are alive not because of something good you did, it's because the Doomfist is dumb.
Your strength fades. My
And, like, you know,
condition.
like, it's the end of fight. Like, you guys were never gonna lose this, so it's hard to say like, oh, like you don't want to do that. But what you did there, like, is telling me that you are an aggressive Moira, which you should really pull out. You faded in to a bastion to try to do some damage by yourself. That's gonna get you killed in many other circumstances, and so it just tells me that you have a little bit too much aggression instead of, you know, being the healer that you need to be.
No one can hide from my sight. All systems checked out. I'm back in the fight. Enemy spotted.
My will made real.
Yeah, they're trying to flank from top. Try to get 3 on payload, and they switch to the.
This will heal you. That's not right. Going to the Yeshu. Touch from afar.
Just to keep it alive.
Surrender to my will. Your contribution to the maintenance of science.
I'm on fire.
Get into position. Strength flows from you.
Where was that orb even going?
Strength flows from you.
I assume you just missed aim that. You were wanting to get nearer to the point because it's just out to nowhere. So definitely better aim your orbs and see where they're gonna go.
Regenerate the cellular structure. The payload moves.
The circle has reached the checkpoint.
Frontlining as Moira. Like, there's a way before this you see.
The payload moves.
Okay, like one, you should know. You saw Brig Shield and Bastion, so you don't want to be standing up here and just in the open. Somehow, like, all right. So now you see it. Like, there's no way you miss this. And so you just want back out. You want back out. What you think's gonna be? You run in here. Like, you're gonna get stunned. There's a Bastion that's gonna melt you. Again, you're just lucky you don't die.
That's
So
blue,
you
right?
immediately go back in.
No one can hide from line of sight.
Don't frontline. Moira's not a frontline person. You know, a Brig kind of is frontline, but Moira is definitely, you want to be behind your tanks. If you don't see your tanks in front of you, they should be dead, and your heal resource should be gone. Like, that's what it is. That is, you know, if you have your heal resource and your tanks aren't dead, find them and stand behind them.
Ready for transcendence.
Perhaps a new methodology is inspired.
Cease your resistance.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Watch out, Genji's right behind you, Bastion.
I will unmain you.
Down. See that Bastion right here? Nice.
The power of destruction. Your skin ends. Shin shin.
So you have full heal resource. You see two people on your screen that were critical, the Zen and the Ryan.
Your
No.
skin
And
ends.
the Diva. Like, you can't get the Diva, so that's nothing you can do. You used your fate, so you really can't get to the Ryan, but you might have been able to fade forward and save him. It's not the best thing to do. In this elo, I would say it'd be okay to do to keep him up. But okay, you kill the Brig because, like, you're not going to out heal the Brig and the Moira. But now I'd be like, all right,
Shin shin.
you need to. I'd be like thinking about my Zen right now, like, he needs to live.
Gale the Mahal.
I don't
That's much
understand.
better.
Come to me, Diva. Come to me.
I will reveal you.
Want to
Oh, you got it.
faded out of that. You got a stat off too. So if you would, so this is how, like, little things can lead to a snowball. As soon as you hear the Genji blade, you get immediately slashed. Just hit the fade and run away. So you hit the wrong button. You want the fade and fade way back, and then and ult him in the face, because I'm pretty sure his dash is gone. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I'd hope so. And then you can just melt him, because a Genji without a dash in the middle of nowhere is a free kill for Moira. So then if he dashes,
Oh, you
gets
got
the kill, gets another dash, gets this kill. And so, you know, he all gets it
Alright,
from
that
the
their
dash you set
Bastion
off.
set up on the payload.
You know, there's many mistakes going on in your whole team, you know, but we're focusing on you, so I'm just telling you what things you could do to improve to get
Try to keep you alive or
this
use
right here.
ultimate.
To make this better. What are your carry opportunities, basically?
I require assistance.
Let's go.
Use a little too much resource. It's honestly not as bad as I would expect for this low, you know, but you hold it a little too long sometimes onto full health heroes, and I haven't seen you spritz it at all, Now that's not real. There really hasn't been a big opportunity for spritz, but like in between fights when you know you're not going to lose, no one's going to die. You can just shoot a little bit of resource onto someone and let the heal over time heal them up, so you don't waste so much resource. But yeah, just when you heal people, also look at their health to make sure you don't waste as any.
Surrender to my will.
Wrist is down.
No one can hide
Desired
from
out.
light.
Time we had is faded.
So let's go.
Victim Karula.
The bastion's on the right.
And cast this forth.
You also have a real phobia of like healing your Zen. Like, look at this. One, you get really too focused on a bastion way out there on your range that you can't do anything. There's a brig hammering your team in the front right now.
Bastion's on the right.
I mean, your Ryan's probably gonna handle it, but still.
Cast this forth.
And then like, you see your Zen.
It's on the right.
Cast this forth.
Zen. Oh, Zen, you're critical? Nah, I'm out of here. And then he has to use ult to save himself. So, like, healers need to like stick together. They need to look out for one another. So if your healer is low on health, heal them. And it really helps out because you don't want to be solo healing.
Score 3-0. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
So far what I've seen is you throw a little too many damage orbs. So that's how you're getting gold elims, is because you're doing a little bit of damage to tons of people. When there's definitely opportunities that you can be using heal orb instead. And you aren't aiming them very well,
Science will
either
reveal
orbs.
the truth.
So you're not really maximizing the value of these orbs. And then positioning, like you're frontlining way too much. Like you're acting like you're a tank and you're a healer. So it's different mindsets when you play different heroes. Tank, like you're playing as a tank, you're like, I need to be at the front, I need to be in the face of the enemy, and it's like, no, you don't. That is Moira.
Join me. Much obliged.
I guess everyone's gonna hang down here, but just so you know, up top, everyone hangs up top. How you go up, up there. But positioning is always, based on your team, how they are.
Hurry up with that.
Where are you going? You decide to play Tracer. So you're just lucky your team wins without you. You don't want to flank as a healer. Especially Moira. Like, your tanks are all grouped up here to heal. It's a simple job. Just stay around that corner and heal them. You don't need to go flanking around trying to do some massive play. Like, Moira doesn't do like huge burst damage, so I don't know what you're gonna do. You ran into a bastion. Luckily, he was preoccupied and was killed by something else, because you would have just been melted by him. And then there goes their main healer. And and even though the Rhine got antied, he didn't get antied until the very end, and like your reaction was not even to like heal there. It was to do damage, so you don't have like the mindset of a healer, of a support player. It's more just maybe general FPS, do damage and try to win, and then use your kit kind of to do that better. But as a healer, you really want to keep everyone else up so that they can get the kills. And I doubt you would have won that, because eventually you did get antied, but it's more of what I'm seeing is the reaction isn't, your first instinct isn't to, oh, I need to heal my Rhine so you can beat out this Rhine. It's, I want to do damage here, even though my Rhine is probably going to die if I don't heal him. But then the anti comes in, you would have lost anyway. But
I'm not dead yet.
There.
then it's just a trickle into the basket, isn't it?
I think on the point.
Trickle and you go immediate. So that's not really thinking about your pathing and where you're going. So let's just say you don't realize there's a bastion there. So now you know there's a bastion.
I think on the point.
Yeah, so you call bastion on the point. You're like, oh, he needs to get healed, but you take this way around the fountain, which puts you in line of sight of that bastion that you just called out at 29 health. A better way would to be around this way to, if he survived, you could heal up. Like, I don't mind the thing, but everyone's trickling to the bastion anyway. You're all gonna die, so it's not at all like you would have won this fight. But again, it's the thought process is that you're not taking the path that's safe. You're taking just maybe the fastest path or just the one you see. So you took the path that led you into line of sight of a bastion instead of the path that would have taken you away. Or you could have just at least faded around to hide on this side of the fountain. Like, you took really the worst option. And again, like, would have won because everyone's just trickling into a bastion.
Don't feed into him.
I'm not dead yet.
Orisa online.
I require assistance.
Again, you want to really think about your line of sight. You took massive damage here.
No one
However,
can
doesn't need to be right up on
sight.
the heal level. You're still healing them, but you're far away.
Allow me to repair the
You can
damage.
like use these walls for cover. You know, you could have called it out for him.
No one can hide.
Like, you're in chat.
Sight.
Like, oh, I need to heal the bastion. It was great. You see the Rhine coming. Bastion. And you're like, could have warned him. And then you like stay. Overstay. As soon as that bastion's dead, I just fade back to my team. You're dying a lot with like phase so available.
When faced with a
So
setback,
you also don't
must
have like
challenge
this instinct to like
ourselves.
save your life
On,
with fade.
Don't have
Right on at your service. Acknowledged. Group up.
this will restore you.
Probably not gonna
Surrender to my will.
here, down,
But this was not that great of an ult because I mean, it's just a diva who's about to demect in what? So let's see what you have. You have a widow, a diva who's still about to get the mech,
This will restore you.
and a bastion.
Surrender to my will.
Now you want to focus not the biggest health hero. You either want to try to get your diva to not be demeched or go for like a low health hero. Like, you know, the Genji can't deflect it and just fucking melt him there. So you go for the biggest target that's being pocketed by the Ana.
They have no healer. Set up on the point.
That's a good call right there. You have no healer.
can
That's a good call. So saying things like that are also good calls. So I guess this is a good point to talk about what kind of calls you want to make out as Moira, besides like flankers and stuff like that. Specifically for you, you want to say, you know, healer down, so no main heals when you die. If you see that also your other healer is dead, say no heals. You have no heals. Another thing is I'm out of resource or I'm low on resource, which lets your team know that they're not gonna. Again, it's like you have no heals, but at least you're there. But you're not dead. It's just that you don't have a lot of healing. And then maybe like how you want to use your ult. So maybe you're low on resource and you're like, I'm just gonna use my ult for healing here. If we get pushed hard, I'm just gonna use my ult for healing. So they know they can push and not have to worry about heals.
Get up on.
That changes my thinking.
But the Ryan and the Bastion finally working together. That's how they cleaned this up. They literally, Ryan just became Shield Man and let Bastion hide behind it. I would just add to this and just stick right behind the Bastion and heal them and let them just do all the work. So yeah.
Group up with me. Group up here.
Oh, Reinhardt. Over. Oh, we got him behind. Oh, good. You're alive.
Yeah. It's gonna take a while, so I don't blame you too much, but you know, you want to know when your heals are not going to save someone that's in a charge. So a normal charge, a Bastion will survive, but a nano charge he will not. So you've wasted a lot of resource on something that was going to die. So I would have just stayed with my team. Then you got booped, so it's not. I guess it was really the only thing you could do, but I guess you could have damaged the Rhine at least to get health back and get resource instead of wasting resource. But again, it's. I think you would have died anyway.
Experience tranquility.
No one can hide from my sight.
Put on that payload.
I must reflect upon this.
Got you.
This will improve your condition.
Are you sitting on it? Yeah, good kill. Reinhardt down too. Go. Good kill.
This will heal you.
My ultimate is charging.
Group up with me. Join me.
I think you might do it by sound. Do you heal by sound?
Anna checking in.
Because that's not.
Kill.
This will heal you.
My
If you hold it
ultimate
down
is charging.
until the noise stops, you can stop healing there and let the overtime heal it. And then you don't need to waste fade. And you're like, he healed himself by the time you get
Anna
here.
checking in.
Have to flank behind you guys.
And again, like, this is not the best path to get to the Bastion. So you have two options: to go right and through the bank, or left. And what's the problem with left? You have no idea what's shooting this way. They could have switched to a Widow, and there could be a Widow looking down right here, and you just fade. But then you are wide open to whatever's looking down this hallway, and you know Bastion was injured, so you're like, you know, there's something
Anna
shooting.
checking in.
It's just dangerous when you could have had an easier
Have
time to do it.
flank behind you guys. Oh, they are behind you.
But
This
that's a good,
is my
that's
will.
good awareness there to see that they're going behind. They did it once. You can see
Join
it
the Ligeshu. Surrender to my will.
100% good. I would have ulted it too.
Group up here.
Got Bastion and Reinhardt on top
I cast this forth.
behind us.
So I know it's a little early, but you can be tracking ults. So how do they win this fight? They probably are coming up on a lot of their ults. They used Nano Shatter way like 2 fights ago, so they're probably coming up on that again. I haven't seen Whole Hog at all, so that's probably coming out. The Bastion hasn't ulted either. The Genji hasn't ulted. Like, they are coming up like on all their ults. And so how are we going to deal with it? Is kind of how you want to think. And your Zen switched to an Ana, so no defensive ult. I haven't seen tired.
No one can hide from my sight.
They're probably all at their ult.
He's almost down, he's almost down.
He's not almost down. He has a pocket Ana, and you're never going to kill him because he's healing himself too. This is like that was never gonna work. So right here, it's fine to like do a little peek though. You as the healer don't really want to do this. The Rhine should be doing this. He comes and says, look,
No one can hide from my
you
sight.
don't. He does kind of get low, but like it was never gonna happen. And you waste Fade to like not go anywhere, and now you have no way to get back. Your diva saves you. Your defense mate takes you out.
I'm restoring you. Allow me to repair the damage.
Again, you don't need to be this close to heal someone. You could have been, here or over here and heal them. That was really close because their Bastion was also ulting, and like, again, you want to think about the line of sight where you're standing as Moira, who has sights on you and stuff like that while you're healing, because you need to kind of like know where you are in the map and where the enemy is and what they can see and how you stay away from that line of sight while still being able to heal. Alright, so heals.
60 seconds remaining.
This would help.
When faced with a setback, we
Contested,
must
just
challenge our
contested.
assumptions. Surrender to my will.
Oh, so close. Close.
Fight eventually.
I get
I mean, you didn't gain and then like not thinking
Get into position.
like right here, not thinking I'm a healer. So you're still frontlining. Bastion is taking damage from this ult right here. And you're not thinking, oh, I should heal my Bastion. You're like, I need to be at the front. He wins.
Get into position.
He has to heal himself. and stuff like that.
Come here, come here. Oh.
It's fine. They used 3 ults there.
Nanoboost is ready to deploy.
Perhaps a new methodology is required.
My ultimate is charging.
The power of destruction.
My ultimate is ready.
Oi, kämpfe den Jagd.
No one can hide from my sight.
Team just goes into a bastion.
Its destination. Score 3-3. Switching sides. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Now that we have an Ana, I would have probably switched to like a Zen or a Lucio just so we can have a defensive ult. now that we're definitely not going double tank. Having two
Science
tank
will reveal the
healers
truth.
doesn't really make much sense. Even if a Mercy would be better because you could combo with the Pharah. So if no one else is gonna, like, you know, you can't make other people do things. So if you think, what can I do to make this better? A Mercy does very well
True
here.
struggle is for the
Or having a
superiority
Zen,
of
or
ideas.
yeah, a Zen, because you can still put an orb on the Pharah and discord things. So one of those two is probably what I switched to. Or no, Moira is just redundant with Anna. I don't know why the Anna wants to go on her own to the right. I mean, you went on a flank too, so I don't. Your healers.
3, 2, 1. Attack commence.
Push them to the right. All those things, especially when like Brig misses her bash. Just Brig no bash. When a Brig uses bash, she's super vulnerable, especially if she like bashes into the Rhine and misses. Like, just let your Rhine know to swing on her and then she
Such a flawed creation. Touch from afar.
No one can hide from my sight.
Regenerating the cellular.
got too focused on the Brig there and he wasn't thinking about
Like tougher than young. This will restore you. I'm under attack.
and you kind of
on it, bro.
like you didn't really focus on that.
On it.
It was kind of like walking around. But yeah, I mean it was a Hail Mary anyway, but you want to try to be as focused as possible all the time. Because even in Hail Mary, that's what you need.
To 3. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
It's disappointing. Yeah. What do I do?
Science will reveal the truth.
You don't have any more tanks. Like, Diva's not really a tank. Mercy's got the Bastion, so I would have just maybe been Zen. Or Lucio. Yeah. Because you have no shield tank now to be in front of the Bastion. And you have no shield tank to heal. So Moira's not really a great synergy here. It's basically the same. I don't blame you. Like, you're last to pick, you're like, I don't know what to do here. So I assume you're willing to, like, you're one of those people that are willing to try to complement your team. So I'm just telling you that obviously I agree that your whole team did not do anything to synergize together. But if you want to do something,
Allow me to repair the damage.
maybe even the Bastion, it's not the Bastion, the Rhine itself, and just be shield person. Don't expect a lot of heals and just be shield person. You do a lot of Reinhardt plays of standing in front of the enemy team. Just heal.
Right, close.
Your Mercy had to come and save your Diva. Your Diva can take care of that Genji. And also, you use the damage orb when you're to help.
60 seconds remaining.
Preparing the damage.
Again,
I
you're
will remain.
not going to kill the Bastion. You need to heal there. So yeah, definitely go into like this image mode of I want to get as Moira, but you are a healer,
Hide from my
and your best asset is your healing.
The payload is approaching its destination. 30 seconds
There's a flaw in my approach.
defeat. Play of the game.
Okay. So, again, you weren't the worst player, on the team. I wouldn't say you threw the game. So if I sound too harsh, don't think that. It's that we're just focusing on you and trying to bring up as many things as possible, point out as many things as possible, so that you fix some of them, you'll be a whole lot better. So the first thing is you definitely damage way too much. You go way too aggressive as Moira. Keep your tanks in front of you, because you are a tank healer. Like those are the people you really want to be healing. So you want to keep your Rhine in front of you. If you have no tanks in front of you, you're probably out of position, and you need to find your Rhine and try to heal him. Also, if you see critical health people, probably heal them. Is what you need to be doing. Heal orb is better than damage orb, but that doesn't mean you can't use damage orb, but you definitely gave up opportunities to do heal orb just to throw a random damage orb out. Aim your orbs better so that they bounce in a direction that you want them at. Yeah, and your ults weren't, they're alright. They're not really a thing I would focus on right now. You need to bring up so many other parts that your ults or whatever. And then, normal Overwatch stuff, ult tracking, communication, stuff like that you can work on always. There's someone that I really use to help me go up as Moira. His name is Tesla, and he has this advanced Moira guide for top 500 Moira main, and it's 45 minutes long.
You can
and
also send a healing orb in the direction you are planning to fade
so
to.
many. I've probably watched this video 20 or 30 times. There's so much in here. He has little categories like this combination image. So I would really watch this if you want to get better as Moira. Alright. So I guess that's it for now. Good luck in your future matches.